Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you, another episode of Coffee with Coach. Hope you're all doing well. Got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So today, came across a really important message that I wanted to share that I never really kind of heard this way. All right, so going through my daily routine. Actually, my daily routine's a little switched up today because we got no-gi pans this week, so I'm kind of normally things I do on Friday, I'm starting to do them today because I'm going to be busy tomorrow. So anyways, come across this new video and it's talking about invisible prisons and portals. So captured my attention, right? Like, what's he talking about? Invisible prisons. And so this guy's talking about individuals that have had, some bad things happen in life, whether it was whether just life just kind of threw things their way and just really bad things, crappy things have happened, or like self-inflicted wounds, just bad choices, bad decisions. And people start to feel, no self-worth. They're not feeling good about themselves. They don't feel, they're not in the win column. Their mind is in this invisible prison, locked up, that from past mistakes or just past things that have happened that didn't really, work out well or whatever, that they are locked into this invisible prison that they need to get out of because they're just trapped. And the only one that's trapping them there, that's holding them there, are themselves. And doing jiu-jitsu, teaching jiu-jitsu for all these years, I'm coming up on 15 years of actually running my academy and teaching jiu-jitsu. I would say the majority of the people that I come across in some form or fashion are in invisible prisons. There's quite a few people that come to jiu-jitsu that are doing really well for themselves, mentally, physically. They just decided one day they want to do jiu-jitsu, and they come to jiu-jitsu class and they bring good energy, and they're great to have on the mat. But I would say, from my past experience of all these years of coaching and teaching, and talking to individuals, because I get to really know, my students. I want to know why they're there. Why are you here? Is one of the first questions that I ask someone, is when I meet them is, so what brings you to jiu-jitsu? And most of the time they're looking for something to change. They're looking for, they tried running, they tried lifting weights, they tried, yoga, they tried all these different things, and they come across jiu-jitsu somehow, or they see UFC, or they just somehow, whatever, just piqued their interest, and they want to try jiu-jitsu and to see if that would change some things for them. And most of the time, I would say it works, because it does work. If you allow it to work, your habits start to change. The way you think starts to change. The way you eat starts to change. The people that you meet are just different. They're more like, they're after something. They're goal oriented. They're in a state of mind to where they're trying to achieve something. They're not just going day by day through the process of things, And so these kind of things start to help people change. And I've seen thousands, because I've had thousands of students over the last 14 going on 15 years, change into better people. Okay, it's an awesome thing. It's like why I love doing what I do. And when I first started, it was just all about me. It was a selfish thing. Like, I just hated my job. I really, really loved jiu-jitsu. I had a passion for it. I could not stop thinking about it. It was like a 24/7 thing. All I wanted to do was train. And I wanted to start my own school so that I could just train and not go to work, right? But then you come to find out, like, through these years that, you get to figure this thing out. You get to know people. You get to see how it changes people. So then now it's really like, that's what the passion starts to turn about. Yeah, I love jiu-jitsu and I love training, but it's the transformation of people through jiu-jitsu. And to see people unlock themselves from these invisible prisons is a great thing, because it's hard to see people locked into these past experiences or bad things that have happened to them. I just know some people that have just, like, I know students or people that train jiu-jitsu that come and see me and train with me that have been through some really, really tough things, like some bad things, like unbelievable things, and it's tough because I know that they're dealing with things internally. But training jiu-jitsu helps them with that. It's therapeutic. And so you have to, find that outlet, that thing. I mean, it doesn't have to be jiu-jitsu. Whatever it is that works for you, just get yourself out of the invisible prison. Because this guy was talking about portals. And he said portals are like things that shoot you out like space, right? You get this portal and it takes you to this other universe and stuff like that. He said those are the good things. It propels you into this other better place, this place that you've never been to before, these invisible portals. So when he said that, invisible prisons and invisible portals in your mind, it just really grabbed my attention, because I'm like, yeah, I can relate to that. Like, I can relate to that. Even me personally, like, in the past, just I've held myself back. And that's what a lot of people do. They hold themselves back. It's really no one else. No one else is holding them back. It's just themselves. It's the way they think. It's what they eat. It's the lack of exercise. It's the lack of all kind of things that allows people to just stay where they're at. And through jiu-jitsu, I start to see people that start training with me, because I friend request them if they have Facebook. And I start to see the changes, their post change. They're transforming into a better person. And I always see like just these memes that people post or whatever they share, like they're hurting inside, and now they're not. Like the sun is coming out for them. The clouds are going away. The skies are more blue than they are gray. And that's a great feeling to know that you're giving individuals a place to have a better life, And so I'll give you an example. I came across this, I forgot his name already. I think it's Kenny Kim, Professor Kim. I think he's in Atlanta, if I'm correct. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyways, a black belt in jiu-jitsu. And I follow his Instagram page or whatever. He has a thing called Mat Made, and I think he has a book out that's called Mat Made. He's made through the mat. Like the mat made him who he is today. Like he's a better person because of the mats, right? So the book is called Mat Made, and the channel is called Mat Made. So I share a lot of these little clips that he makes with my students in our team page. And I came across one that I haven't shared yet that I will share today. It was a guy, I forgot how old he was, but he's talking about how he was, he wanted to be a Navy SEAL, and he quit. He rang the bell, and he didn't finish buds. And because he didn't finish buds and he rang that bell, that affected his family, his marriage, his business, it affected him for the rest of his life up until he found jiu-jitsu. And he said, finding jiu-jitsu just gave me myself back. All those years he carried that baggage. He carried that weight of quitting something like buds. And it just ate at him. Again, an invisible prison. He had himself locked in his own prison. And it wasn't until he found jiu-jitsu to where he started to let go of that. He found this portal, this new thing that just gave him a way out of that prison. And when you hear him talk, he's like, he's a coach now. I'm pretty sure because I just watched it for the first time yesterday. But I think he has his own jiu-jitsu academy, and he's helping people, and he's doing things for people, and he's watching people transform into better individuals and stuff like that. And so it's a great story. I mean, that's why it's on the Mat Made thing, right? And so it's just an example of just people not accomplishing something, not getting something that they want, not going their way, someone hurt them, or, someone passed away, just something bad happened, a tragic thing that happened, and you're locked into your own mind, and you need to let yourself out, and find that portal, whatever the portal is. It could be jiu-jitsu, it could be whatever, a healthy portal, a good thing. And I just think a lot of that has to start with the way you take care of yourself. I'm always talking about that. The way you treat your body, what you eat, what you drink, what you read, the thoughts that you have, the people that you're around, the things that you do on a daily basis. When you start building like healthier habits, things start to really open up for you. But when you're sleeping in, I know people that like to sit in the dark. Like when I get up every morning, I open up all my blinds. I'm up, sometimes a little bit before 6, right at 6, and it's still dark outside. At least right now it is. And I'll walk around the house and I open up all the blinds, because when the sun starts to come up, I want that sunlight to come through. It makes me feel good. Like and I know where I go to some people's houses, the blinds are closed, the curtains are closed, it's dark. It's a reflection of the way they feel, and that's kind of troublesome, right? Like, hey, open up a little bit, like let the sun come in, because it makes you feel good, like that those sun rays and that sun, and just, seeing, I'm looking out my window right now, just makes you feel good. So you have to open those blinds up, so to speak, open those curtains up, and get that sunlight back in where it should be, so that you can start doing the things that you should be doing, that you can do. So it's very, very important that you find that key to unlock yourself from this invisible prison, because no one's holding you there but you. And you find this portal, a healthy portal to shoot you into this other universe, this other life, to give you the rest of your life a better life, because that's what we should all be shooting for. So just a really powerful thing that I was listening to this morning. I really just wanted to share. I haven't had a chance to get a video out to you guys this past week. And I'm going to be busy this weekend coaching Nogi Pans. So let that sit in. Let that sink in. If you're not in a place where you really want to be right now, get yourself out of there. You can do it. You can put yourself in a different place. If you're in a job that you don't like start looking for a different one. I'm telling you, it's unhealthy to be somewhere that you hate going to work every day. I used to be that person. I used to be that person where every day I did what I was supposed to do, because I had a family to take care of, and that's just the way I was raised. Like you're a man, you do what you're supposed to do, regardless if you like it or not. You just man up and you do the things that you're supposed to do, and I did them. And my family's never had to worry about anything, but inside, it sucked. For 11 years, I worked at this place that I just didn't enjoy, and now I do. I had to make that move, make that shift, and get myself out of that prison and put myself in a better place, and that's why I'm so protective over my mats. Some people can say whatever they want about me, which people do, but that's okay, because that's my happy place. My academy, my mats, that's my outlet. That's other people's outlets. And if anyone doesn't fit the mold or doesn't whatever, they have to go, because that's my place to come in and enjoy my work, because I already know what it's like to not enjoy my work, and I live that lifestyle already. So anything or anyone that doesn't allow me to enjoy what I do for a living, sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's just what it is. And so you need to hopefully have that same mindset, so that you can put yourself in a better place. All right, guys, I got more chores to do and get this workout in before class starts. We'll catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you.